Games Workshop just released the new chapter-approved rules for looted wagons, and I thought I'd take a shot at making one for my snakebite orc army. But I don't want to have to buy another Imperial vehicle, the cheapest of which I can find online is going to be a rhino on eBay for about 20 bucks used. The thing is, I already have a bunch of rhinos from my Marines. Instead of wasting that money and storage space on another vehicle that I might not even use that much, I thought, why not make a modular top for the rhino that I can use, and then when I use my orcs and I want to bring a little armor into battle, I can have that option. So I'm going to start out with this Play-Doh Canheads toy. This is the Luke Skywalker set. You can get this for about $7 on eBay or less if you know how to bargain. There are some best offer sales available there. Some of the other stuff we're going to use in this build is a plastic cardstock, a plastic applicator, and the plastic nozzle from a can of spray air, you know, for dusting out your keyboard. Now, while we're looking at this Star Wars Play-Doh toy, we see it makes a pretty good fit for our rhino. It doesn't go down right away because it's got a bunch of guts and stuff that we're going to need to cut out. But we can get an idea that the profile of the front and the sides matches pretty well. I'm going to start by cutting off the sort of goofy blasters that are on the front of this Star Wars Play-Doh toy. I'm going to put our orc big shooters there instead when this is all finished. I'm going to cut that off with a Dremel tool and then clean up that cut with a safety knife. We're going to do that on both sides. Then we're going to get underneath and just take all the guts out of this. We just want the shell. There's all kinds of odd bits of plastic underneath here. We're just going to cut them out with our Dremel tool. We're going to cut out that front window. I don't want to have to paint glass any more than I have to. And we're going to end up using a bit of needlepoint screen to make a screen there. There are a couple of weird little holster things on the side of this toy where you would put Luke's lightsaber and stuff. We're going to cut those off. We don't need them. We'll be gluing some Burner Boy packs onto those. And then we're going to take the auger attachment for our Dremel tool and we're going to file down a couple of spots, one being in the back, the sort of brake lights. We're going to put some orc rocket ends back there. And there's also a couple of molds on the side where you drop in Play-Doh and make these blaster weapons. Use the auger tool to sort of blend that down as well. I'm going to take a little E6000, spread that on the front, and that's going to hold our mesh screen in front for our window. Use that same E6000 to fix those Burner Boy packs onto the sides there. Makes it look a lot more orky, adds a level of detail. Covers up those holes there. Now, I was telling you about those rocket packs. We're going to glue those to the back. Again, a little more orky and a little bit more detail. I also do a couple of orc shoulder plates on the front of this vehicle. I don't think I can catch myself gluing those on in this tutorial, but you'll see them in the finished product. Also, those orc heavy shooters in the front are actually infantry heavy shooters that I just cut the arms off of. I don't, for my orcs, I just use the Slugga and Choppa. I think that's the best. I don't put a lot of special weapons into my blobs of boys. I don't think they're... Now we're going to cut up the plastic applicator. They make really nice cannons for orcs especially. I'm using a little bit of that cardstock to put underneath the cannon. You don't want to just put that on the front of your Play-Doh toy. And we're going to chop up that card and put it all over the vehicle as well to cover up the mold, to make it look more orky in general. Now, those plates that we just glued on out of that cardstock are going to need rivets, and I'm getting them from our nozzle from our can of spray air. You know, once the can is empty, don't throw that little bit out because it makes quite good rivets. And I'm just dipping that into some E6000 and applying it with a toothpick. Let's just take a look at the different stages of painting. Of course, first up, we've got it primed in black. Then just a base coat of Turner yellow, some dark brown wash, and some highlights. And then with a little detail work and metal brushing, I think it turned out quite nice. As always, I invite you to come check us out on Facebook. Give us a like the page. And if you enjoy our videos, please consider donating to my GoFundMe campaign. That's in the description below. And as always, I offer a special thanks to all of you who have already donated. Thanks, guys. You keep the channel going. Please like and subscribe.